Welcome back to another altcoin hunt video. Today we got an interesting one on deck. It's basically ChatGPT meets Coinbase. You kind of trade crypto via social media, and BANKR is the token powering it. This shot up after Coinbase listed it recently, but is it real utility or just hype wrapped in a jargon? Let's rip it apart. We're going to go through our category. We're going to start with the narrative and vision, as we always do. Here's their website, Trade with BANKR, your friendly AI-powered crypto companion. Basically what this is, you can see the terminal here. This is their actual product. I'm going to go down to what can BANKR do so you can kind of see what they're pushing. But at a high level, it's an AI trading agent built to execute trades via natural language commands on platforms like X and Farcaster. You can see it here. This is their actual bot on Farcaster and their X profile. They have 56K followers. They're pretty active. So all good signs. The vision for them is basically embed DeFi trading inside social feeds. No Web3 wallet, no DApp, just kind of simple text. And I will pull up the terminal in a second. It's trendy. It's potentially a powerful tool for onboarding people new to the space, but depends entirely on adoption and usage. Coinbase listing on Base plus ETH gave it a boost, but it's still tiny in the AI and social trading space. You can see what it kind of wants to achieve here and what it does: buy and send tokens, launch tokens on Base and Solana, copy buys from top traders if that's your thing, transfer NFTs, drop airdrops, and stay tuned. So you can see their actual terminal. This is what it looks like. I'm not going to sign in and show you sort of everything, but you can get an idea of what you can do on it in this little view right here. It's interesting, right? It's an interesting play, but they have this weird thing with the BANKR Club where you basically pay a monthly subscription. The messages are capped unless you're a part of this membership. There's rewards, early access to whatever, BANKR community. I don't know if that's merch, data insight. I don't know what that means. Social trading tools. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of it means, but it seems weird to me. I kind of like the narrative here, but it's still on the fringes, and I don't really see how this adds that much value. Basically using ChatGPT to trade, send tokens, copy buys, transfer NFTs. This is all things that can be done just normally without a terminal or without any third party. They can definitely build on this. And that's why I didn't knock them too hard on the score. I gave them a 14 out of 20 for the narrative and vision. And let's dive into some of the more squirrely things. We'll go to the tokenomics and supply, and we'll take a look at, let's do coin market cap. I kind of like it better. So there's 100 billion BANKR Coin. That's the max supply. It's fully circulated already. There's no deflation, no vesting cliff. Market cap is around 85 million. Volume is up 500% over the last 24 hours. I looked at this last night and volume was at about 8 million. There's no ICO. There's no formal fundraising. Token distribution came via airdrops and platform use. Utility is basically platform fees, leaderboard rewards, and future features that we kind of looked at. But the token's price is still, it's very low per unit. There's no staking incentives or lockups to reduce supply pressure. So there's a large volume relative to cap. It does show, legit activity. They had a fair launch, but there's no burns or vesting, no scarcity incentives, and it's price fragile, in my opinion. For that reason, for the tokenomics and supply, I gave it an 8 out of 10. And we can move on to the tech and execution. It already supports trading. It already supports swaps. There's limit orders via X that you can do and Farcaster commands. There's no white paper though, and there's no documented roadmap available outside of sort of stay tuned for more to come. Announcements hint at a private terminal, token recommendations, limit orders on Base and Solana soon. The tech works, but reliability and UX and also security remains unproven at scale. And the team is pseudonymous, so the trust is limited. I couldn't really get too much info on who's actually behind this. I don't want to go into their Discord or anything else. So it's still kind of, it's too vague for me. And I don't think this really adds any interesting utility. You can do all this stuff yourself without needing a sort of light ChatGPT terminal to do it for you. I get it, but I just don't get it. So for tech and execution, 12 out of 20. That's the score. And we can move on to market structure and liquidity. BANKR does trade on Base/ETH via Uniswap. They're on Coinbase Wallet. They are on Gate. They're on Bitmart. So they're everywhere that you would want to find them. The daily volume is good. There's decent traction for a newly listed token, but holder count is low. And I actually couldn't get a decent sort of number here. For one place I looked, it was in the hundreds. And yeah, so unsure on that. Liquidity might wick down in downturns. So you have to be careful here. Foundations are shaky if whales decide to exit. So there's strong relative volume, multi-exchange listings. Those are both good things, but there's a fragile holder base and there's risks of dumps for sure, as with all of these sort of altcoin releases. For that reason, I gave market structure and liquidity an 11 out of 20. And we can move on to the last section, exit risk and VC stakes. There's no VCs. There's no token lockup. So insiders can sell at any time. There's no visible large investors, but low public information means that hidden dumps are definitely possible. There's no structured vesting, which means zero friction on token sell pressure. And there's minimal transparency here. And for that reason, I gave exit risk and VC stakes a 5 out of 20. There's not really enough here for me to go on and really feel comfortable about it. So for that reason, I ding them on the score. That leads us to a final score, a nice round 50 out of 100. This is an exit liquidity candidate. It has a buzzworthy concept, AI-powered trading via social feeds. Coinbase listing does give it some shine, but limited visibility on roadmap, the tokenomics, and team structure, in my mind, make this super fragile. It's worth watching in a watch list for some alpha, put it in a ratio against ETH or something else, something high beta, or if there's any airdrops, but treat it as ultra speculative. This is not something I would want to get into. It's a fun idea. There's some early traction, but there's poor tokenomics. There's definite centralization risks and a low holder base. And for that reason, I'm out, dog. But I hope you enjoyed another review. This one was fun. It's definitely interesting. I will keep an eye on this project and sort of see where it goes. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I will see you next time. Have a great day out there.